Stop what you're doing and listen. Most people get this completely wrong and it destroys attraction before it even begins. Welcome to Talia Talks Love, where we uncover the psychology behind attraction and connection. Today, we're diving into how to notice and appreciate without ever coming off as creepy. The way attention is given with the eyes can make or break an interaction. It's not about staring or ogling, it's about subtle, intentional acknowledgement. The eyes are incredibly powerful because they communicate intent before words ever come into play. When attention is brief, confident, and respectful, it signals awareness and admiration without creating discomfort. The key is to scan naturally, letting your gaze land for a fraction of a second and then moving on rather than locking on or following. This microaction sends a message. There's appreciation here, not threat or objectification. It's also about where the eyes rest and the manner in which they move. Soft, relaxed eye contact paired with a calm facial expression conveys curiosity and respect. Rushed or darting eyes or holding a gaze too long triggers alarm signals in the brain, creating discomfort or defense. Context matters too. In casual settings, subtle glances are easier to receive positively, whereas in intimate or private settings, restraint becomes critical. This controlled, conscious approach to visual attention builds a foundation of trust, intrigue, and respect, making interactions feel natural, confident, and magnetic without ever crossing a line or making the other person feel exposed. It's a tiny change with a huge psychological impact. Energy and body language communicate far more than words ever can. Every movement, posture, and subtle gesture signals intent and confidence, often before a single word is spoken. When energy is calm and assured, it naturally draws attention and signals confidence, control, and respect. Standing or sitting with relaxed shoulders, an open chest, and even a slight lean forward conveys presence without aggression. Mirroring small movements or breathing patterns subtly creates a sense of connection, making interactions feel synchronized and effortless. The key is consistency. Your eyes, hands, and overall posture must align with the confidence you want to project. Nervous fidgeting, restless shifting, or inconsistent expressions instantly break that signal and create tension or discomfort. Confidence does not mean overbearing boldness. It's a quiet, grounded assurance that others can feel. Even the tone and pace of voice reinforce this energy. Slow, deliberate, and controlled speech paired with open gestures amplifies trustworthiness and attraction. When energy and body language are aligned, they create a psychological environment where attention is welcome and curiosity is piqued. People respond to the rhythm and flow of energy far more than words. So, mastering these subtle cues allows presence to speak louder than any verbal compliment ever could. Context shapes how attention is perceived, and it can turn the smallest action into attraction or discomfort. A glance or gesture that feels natural in one setting can feel intrusive or awkward in another. Public spaces, casual social gatherings, or group settings allow subtle acknowledgement because the energy is diffuse and attention is shared. Private or intimate settings demand greater restraint as the focus is concentrated and any misstep is amplified. Timing also matters. Approaching or making eye contact at the right moment signals awareness and respect, while poorly timed attention can feel invasive. Understanding context is not just about physical space, it includes emotional and social cues. Observing posture, mood, and reactions before acting gives critical information about what will be received positively. Even cultural and social norms influence how attention is interpreted. So, sensitivity to these nuances, essential subtlety, and awareness of surrounding dynamics create a sense of comfort and safety, which naturally encourages curiosity and openness. Context acts as the invisible framework that either supports attraction or triggers discomfort. Attention that aligns with its setting communicates respect, confidence, and awareness, making interactions smoother, more appealing, and psychologically magnetic. Appreciation is most effective when it is subtle and genuine rather than loud or overt. It's not about staring or making someone feel exposed. It's about noticing small details and communicating admiration through micro actions. A brief, natural smile, a slight nod, or soft acknowledgement of presence can convey interest without crossing boundaries. These tiny gestures show awareness and attentiveness, which are far more attractive than aggressive or exaggerated attention. The way energy is expressed matters. Calm, confident, and controlled appreciation communicates respect and emotional intelligence. People instinctively respond to these cues because they signal safety and awareness. Overdoing gestures, lingering too long, or making exaggerated movements can trigger discomfort or alarm, undoing any positive impact. Even nonverbal cues like posture, hand placement, or facial expressions can subtly reinforce admiration, creating an emotional resonance that feels natural. It's about presence, not possession. Noticing without claiming or pressuring, timing, context, and sensitivity enhance the effect. Small, well placed gestures in the right moment amplify connection. Genuine, understated appreciation makes interactions feel fluid, respectful, and magnetic. It communicates that attention comes from awareness and confidence, not desire or entitlement, which builds intrigue and makes connection more likely to flourish. Emotional safety is the foundation of any meaningful interaction, and it determines how attention is received. When someone feels safe, they are open, relaxed, and receptive to subtle cues of interest. Conversely, if safety is compromised, even the most careful attention can be interpreted as threatening or uncomfortable. Creating this sense of safety starts with respecting personal space and boundaries, both physical and emotional. Micro behaviors like avoiding sudden movements, maintaining relaxed body language, and using soft, deliberate gestures signal that attention is friendly and non threatening. Tone of voice also plays a critical role. Calm, steady, and confident speech reinforces the perception of security. Empathy and awareness amplify this effect. Being attuned to subtle reactions, adjusting behavior, and responding appropriately communicates consideration and respect. Even small, seemingly insignificant actions like a gentle smile or a brief nod contribute to building trust. Emotional safety allows curiosity and intrigue to flourish because the brain registers comfort before attraction. Without it, any attempt at connection risks being misread or rejected. Prioritizing safety does not diminish confidence or interest. Instead, it enhances it by showing that attention is controlled, respectful, and mindful, which naturally increases receptiveness and attraction. Competence guided by subtlety is one of the most powerful tools in attraction. Boldness alone can easily cross the line into discomfort or intimidation. But when paired with awareness, it becomes magnetic. It's about moving and interacting with assurance, knowing exactly what is appropriate and when. Every micro behavior, from the way the body is positioned to the tone and pace of speech, reinforces this sense of self assuredness. Confidence communicates that attention is intentional, controlled, and respectful, which instantly sets a positive emotional tone. Subtlety ensures that this confidence is not overbearing or aggressive. It allows admiration to be conveyed without pressure or intrusion. Even small gestures like a relaxed smile or a brief appreciative glance become more impactful when delivered with calm certainty. Overconfidence or exaggerated expressions, on the other hand, create tension and trigger defensives. E-responses. People are instinctively drawn to energy that is grounded, measured, and aware because it signals emotional stability and reliability. This combination of confidence and subtlety creates a magnetic presence that invites attention naturally. When executed correctly, it turns fleeting interactions into meaningful connections, showing that attraction does not require force or overt attention, but emerges from a controlled, respectful, and psychologically savvy approach. Confidence guided by subtlety is one of the most powerful tools in attraction. Boldness alone can easily cross the line into discomfort or intimidation, but when paired with awareness, it becomes magnetic. It's about moving and Interacting with assurance, knowing exactly what is appropriate and when. Every micro behavior, from the way the body is positioned to the tone and pace of speech, reinforces this sense of self assuredness. Confidence communicates that attention is intentional, controlled, and respectful, which instantly sets a positive emotional tone. Subtlety ensures that this confidence is not overbearing or aggressive. It allows admiration to be conveyed without pressure or intrusion. Even small gestures like a relaxed smile or a brief appreciative glance become more impactful when delivered with calm certainty. Overconfidence or exaggerated expressions, on the other hand, create tension and trigger defensive E responses. People are instinctively drawn to energy that is grounded, measured, and aware because it signals emotional stability and reliability. This combination of confidence and subtlety creates a magnetic presence that invites attention naturally. When executed correctly, it turns fleeting interactions into meaningful connections, showing that attraction does not require force or overt attention, but emerges from a controlled, respectful, and psychologically savvy approach. If you found these insights useful, hit that like button, subscribe to Talia Talks Love, and drop the word magnetic in the comments. Let's see who's ready to master the art of confident, respectful attraction.